Hi, welcome to the All About Money podcast. My name is Tony and I'm your host. 3 weeks ago, after my radio show, a man called in and shared with me how he lost about 20 million naira to wrong investments in the year 2019. Again, someone that I know that I currently work with shared with me how he came together with, I think, two other friends. They put a million naira together and they decided to invest in something they thought was viable and okay, but the money is gone today. Also, a dear sister shared with me how she lost millions and millions of money to two different kinds of investments last year, and so many others that I'm sure you may have experienced or that you have heard of that I don't know of today. So while this hurts and doesn't sound good, the thing is, to build wealth, you will have to take some level of risks. So I understand why you do what you do. I'm not saying that you shouldn't take risks. I mean, you can't build wealth and grow without taking a level of risk. All right. However, unlike we think that rich people are rich because they took really big risks and reckless risks, that paid off one time, that's not true. If you really study them, what they do is that they calculate their risks before taking it. They time their risks and diversify their risks. So are these high risk investments because going anywhere? Because a lot of them are out there today. So shouldn't we invest in them? The stories are shared of people who lose more than the people who actually win with it. So is it that we shouldn't invest? And are they going anywhere? Nope. In fact, apart from a regulated industry where we have capital markets and the commodities market or the currency market, new kinds of high-risk investments, they spring up from time to time and people just want to blow. So they're going to need your money to do that, all right? So they will always come up. When one fails, another one will come up. And not all of them are fake, all right? You just need to understand them. So, last 3 weeks ago, I think, I was still invited to one, and where they tell you that we are the one who knows about money and all of that. They bring you to a dinner and they share this idea with you and they make you invest and all of that. So, but my focus is not on these people, it's on you. How do you secure yourself from losing money to such investments? And if you do lose money, what structure should you put in place so that it doesn't have much impact on your entire finances? That's what we're here to discuss. So let's talk about a few points that classify an investment as high risk, because we have to take risks. So we need to understand what a risk is. So an investment is high risk first and foremost if you could lose all or gain all. So if your capital is not guaranteed, that's high risk. No guarantees, no business line. You can't trace whatever they're doing to a particular business over a period of time through their records and financials. That's high risk. Returns are too juicy. So you hear stuff like 30% a month, 15% a month, 100% a year. Some even double your money in 24 hours. You see stuff like that. Those are high risk investments. So TY, does this mean I should not invest in such things? Again, I say it doesn't mean that. What you should learn to do is to balance your risk. They call it asset allocation. All right, it just means that what portion of your money should you risk and what portion should you secure. In fact, it also includes a portion that you spend and enjoy life with. The portion that goes to your dreams and aspirations. So where we mostly miss it is to want to invest in high risk investments without securing some funds in low risk investments. No balance at all. That's where we miss it. And this is what the rich has learned to do. Some people don't have 1 million in treasury bills, but they want to make 10 million on the stock market or maybe currency markets, FX, because somebody promised them huge return. They don't have an investment that brings in 5,000 every month for now and grows gradually, yet they want one that will double their capital in a month. This is where the problem has been. It is not bad to want that, but can you afford the risk? Because there's a price to pay for every risk you take. Can you afford it? So you're jumping into Bitcoin. The person who is making a lot of money in Bitcoin has some secure funds that he falls back to when things go bad. Do you have such secure funds? There has to be that balance to it. This is why a lot of people feel the impact when their high risk investment goes bad. So maybe you should play, to assess your level of risk, I always suggest that you should play the game of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Are you going to walk away at a guaranteed some level, or you're going to go all the way? Well, if you play that game, you appreciate and understand your level of risk and what you can take. So, but all in all, it doesn't even matter what your risk appetite is. There has to be a balance in your investments. Don't load up all your money in high risk and then have nothing in secure investments. It's not always about the return. It's about balancing your risk. When you learn to balance your risk, you won't ever feel the impact of a failed investment again. In the next episode, I'm going to share how exactly to spread or balance your risk in practical terms. Thanks for listening today. Talk soon.